Diagnosis and treatment of cecal dilatation in cattle. Cecal dilatation is characterized by a long cylindrical, dilated, viscous, blind-ended structure commonly near the pelvic inlet. A 5-year-old Jersey crossbred cattle was presented with history of not passing stools in 6 days, anorexia, colic, and restlessness. Perrectal examination revealed a tense, gas-filled, viscous, balloon-shaped structure with a caudal blind end immediately anterior to the pelvis on the right side of the abdominal midline. Cattle was prepared aseptically for right side laparotomy. A right flank tymphotomy was performed by giving a right mid-ventral flank incision on standing animal under linear infiltration of local anesthesia using 2% lignocaine hydrochloride. Cecal dilatation is a common and economically important abdominal disorder that affects mainly dairy animals, but the pathogenesis of the disease remains poorly understood. It is commonly diagnosed in cows postpartum or in cattle that are fed large amounts of concentrate in their diet. On physical examination, an area of tympanic resonance centered over the right paralumbar fossa can be observed. That is where a surgical incision is made. After incising the muscles and the peritoneum, the greater omentum was retracted cranially for the exteriorization of the dilated cecum. A 4 to 5 centimeter long incision was made on the apex of the cecum and the contents were retrieved. Ideally, the cecum should return to its normal size once the contents have been removed. After washing with normal saline, the cecal incision was closed with catgut number 20 in a double layer using a simple continuous suture followed by Cushing pattern. After washing with normal saline, the cecum was placed back into the abdominal cavity. We also examine for any intussusception and intestinal torsion. This is done as the passage of food between cecum and colon is not impeded by a valve. Hence, cecal dilatation can also lead to dilatation in the ascending colon. Intestinal motility was seen immediately after evacuation of cecal content. After the examination, the intestines were washed with normal saline and placed into the abdominal cavity. The surgical wound was closed in the usual manner. After the procedure, fluid therapy with lactated ringers is advised for restoration of electrolytes. On the second day, the cow had black stool with diarrhea, but by the third day, she passed normal stools. Diet moderation by decreasing the concentrate to roughage ratio was advised for prevention of this condition in the future.